This is textbook assignment pages 14 through 16, solving equations with variables on both sides. So I'm going to do problems 3 and 7. This is a short assignment. There's nothing on the back. Basically, this is all you have. So what I did is we have an extra step in our steps to solving equations. So I updated our steps right here. So the new steps, and I kind of simplified it. It's a little more mathy, but it's still pretty friendly in my opinion. So see if you can follow me. The first thing we look for is any distribution. If there's any parentheses where you have to like multiply a number in like that, you do that first and you check that on both sides. Okay? The second thing you look for is if you need to combine any terms on each side. So if I have like a 2x and a 3x on one side, I would add those together before I do anything else. The third step is to use opposite math to move the variable terms to one side. This is the new step. In this problem, if you take a look, you have a variable on each side. The m's are not all together on one side. So the step we need to do, it's the same as what we did before when we were just kicking the people out and moving them to the other side. We're using the opposite math, the inverse operations, to move one of these terms over, and then we can combine the terms once they're on the same side of the equal sign wall. Okay? So if I take a look at this problem, there's no distribution. There's no combining of like terms needed. There's no like terms on each side. So I'm already at step 3. I'm going to use my opposite math to move one of these to the other side. It doesn't really matter which one you move. I like to keep my end answer positive. Some people just like to always go to the left. Whatever works for you is fine, as long as you do it right mathematically. So this 2m, using opposite math, becomes a negative 2m on both sides. I do that so the two m's will both cancel over here. So they're gone. I don't have any m's on the left anymore. On the right-hand side, I have 6m minus 2m. I get 4m. All right? Then I bring down my 6. It's all I have left over there. So now, and I also have a negative 2 here, or minus 2 here that I did not do anything with. So now what I have is a problem just like the ones on the last 2 assignments. I have a variable. He has 2 friends he wants to kick out of his house. Remember, this side is his house. Wherever the variable is, he wants to kick out the other numbers. We use opposite PEMDAS, or opposite math, to isolate the variable, or get the variable by itself, in other words. Remember, we look at it this way. PEMDAS going backwards. So I'm looking for anything that I'm adding or subtracting, and I'm subtracting a 2. That's the one I choose to move first, not the 4. So now I do opposite math, plus 2 plus 2. That cancels. 6 plus 2 is 8. All I have left on this side is 4m. 4m equals 8. Divide by 4 on both sides. And m is equal to 2. That's how you're going to do these as well. Remember, you can do MSolve. That's not going to get you a passing grade, probably. You need to have the understanding. You have to have the understanding. Okay? You have to be able to show the steps. So take the time to do it. All right. Let's take a look at number 7. You have a word problem. So there is no equation until we figure out the equation from the word problem. So Samir and Vanita both have cell phones. Samir pays $75.89 per month plus 12 cents per text message to use his cell phone. Vanita pays $27.41 per month plus 36 cents per text message to use her cell phone. So they have different plans. 1 month, they paid the same amount for cell phone service. Okay? How many text messages did they each send? So I like to start with what the question they're asking. How many text messages did they send? That can be our variable. So X can equal the number of text messages, I'm just going to abbreviate all this, they each sent. Okay? And it says they paid the same amount. So we have two sides of the equation. We have Samir's side, we have Anita's side. The examples we did in class, we had a situation where we had an old way of doing things and the cost of that, and a new way of doing things and the cost of that. Or we had the one with the hours it spent to build web pages, the hours spent doing it the old way and the hours spent doing it the new way. It's all the same pattern. It's just a different scenario, okay? So in this case, we have Samir, and over here we have Vanita. So I'm going to go ahead and underline Samir's stuff in green. Samir pays $75 per month plus 12 cents per text message. So these are important. Okay, Vanita pays $27.41 per month, 36 cents per text message. All right? So that's the stuff we're going to use. Now, it looks a little tricky. First of all, let's just put the numbers that go with Samir. This one and this one. That's on Samir's side of the wall, so to speak. This will be my equal sign. This will be my wall. Okay? And let's put Vanita's numbers on her side. Okay, and 36 cents per text message. Now, remember, we're talking about the month when they paid the same amount. So this side is the exact same total as this side, which is why we have our equal sign. But what we're looking for is how many text messages did they send? So what do we attach the X to? Well, this is the amount they're paying per month. And this is the amount they're paying per text message. You're going to learn soon that the word per really means multiply in algebra. Okay? It means multiply. So put a dot for multiply. This is 12 cents times X, which is the number of text messages. Okay? So that's what we have there. 12 times X. And here we have 36 times X, the text messages. Okay, what are we doing? We're adding the price per month plus the total amount of money they pay for all the text messages, which they get by multiplying the 12 cents times all the messages. So that's that side, and this is this side. All right? Now, the way it's worded, a lot of people make the mistake of putting the X over here. How do we know it doesn't go here? We know because this whole situation is talking about something that happens in 1 month. It's right here. In 1 month, they paid the same amount. This is the cost for 1 month. This plus that times the text messages. So this is going to be multiplied. It would only be multiplied by something if you're talking about several months. Same thing here. All right? Now that we have that, let's go ahead and end solve this one. All right? Because I want to model end solving for you, for the people that are still getting used to the calculator. So I'm just going to go to my scratch pad, and I want to remind you, you go to menu, 3 for algebra, 1 for numerical solve. There is end solve. All right? So I'm going to zoom in just a little. And I'm going to type this in, 75.89, okay, plus 0.12 or 12 cents, X. Then I put my equal sign. Okay, and then 27.41 plus 0.36X. If you push enter here, you get an error because you have to put comma, which is the bottom left button, and then you put X, which is the letter we have in there. If you had Y in there, then you put comma Y. Now you push enter. 202. What is that number? What does it mean? Is it $202? No. X is equal to 202 text messages. They each sent that many text messages. And that's how you do that. Okay? Apply this example to help you get number 8, okay? And we have more coming on Tuesday, so please be working on this homework.